Next question we'll move on to the economy and the stimulus packages that has been given out, as well as the bailouts. What are your thoughts on that?
The biggest disappointment to me about the approach to the economy has been the suggestion by the Congress and administrations that really the problem is something that came as a result of totally as a result of greed on the part of people in the private sector. A good measure of the problem with our economy came as a result of the government mandating that loans be made to people without documentation, without any judgment about whether those loans could be repaid. And then when the banks did what the government forced them to do, and they began to fail as a result of it, the people in the government announcing that this was the exclusive responsibility of greed in the private sector. Now, there may have been greed from time to time in the private sector, but our government had a great deal to do with the loss of confidence and with the initial failures that brought on this broader economic challenge. I believe America can succeed again, but I don't believe it'll succeed based on government running businesses. I believe America succeeds when enterprises stand on their own and the good enterprises flourish and the ones that don't do well fail. When government tries to step in and say there can be no failures, that sounds good to people, but it really means there can also be no successes. So if we have to keep anybody from failing, that probably means we don't let anybody succeed. And I'd prefer that we had an open economy where the opportunity for success, if it was necessary, bore the price or the cost when people did not do well in allocating resources or providing services. They were allowed to fail.
You think we hit the bottom yet?
I've never been an analyst of the stock market. I know that there are a lot of willing people who want to work hard, who need to be brought into enterprise now. I hope that we aren't going to do things that make it so hard for small businesses to operate that these people won't be able to find jobs. Small business accounts for the overwhelming majority of new jobs in a culture, maybe as many as 90%. And if we, with either governmentalized health care or other rules about economic activity and commerce, if we make small business very difficult, that job-creating machine of small businesses simply won't be there. I know I have a serious interest in a small business called the Ashcroft Group and the Ashcroft Law Firm, and we hire a couple dozen people. And it is good for them, and it's good for us. But we don't want it to be impossible that small business can start, can begin. We're less than 5 years old. We don't want it to be impossible for them to grow and to hire more and more people and to provide opportunity for willing workers across the country.